Meinst du den Anker?
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get. This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position, to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook?
Hab ich auch
Is this
gefragt.
another one of your weird toy names? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard.
Mhm. Eisen Tony von Tony Stark eventuell und Iron Man. Egal. Sie sind so groß wie diese Anker und sind sie alle aus Metall?
Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
Mhm.
Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that. All for some giant toys. But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tusser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Okay, also ab zum Fisch.
Quit running off!
Ungezogenes Kind. Unerzogenes Kind. Ne? So ein richtig kleines Snob-Kind einfach.
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Leo are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, maybe 200 times your size?
What?
There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish.
Mhm.
I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me.
Okay, also auf Snezhnaya bin ich mal sehr gespannt, wenn es irgendwann mal draußen
A
ist.
few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Klingt wie ein Thema, das Zhangling interessieren würde.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats.
Ja, von mir aus. Dann gucken wir mal die Boote an. Ja?
What's wrong, Tusser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother.
Oh, mir egal. Ganz ehrlich.
What? But we were just with him.
Dein Bruder interessiert sich nicht für dich.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Anscheinend haben wir wohl keine andere Wahl.
We've played with Tusser long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here. Child said that he'd be by the river near Chinshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there?
Ja, machen wir doch einfach.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Wir sollen ja auch alles machen, was dieser kleine ja, Stöpsel will. Wir gehen mal von hier. Von hier in jene Richtung, da hinten mich hoch. Das ist hier jetzt zum Eincachen. Und Lapis? Und das wird jetzt auch angezeigt. Ja gut.
Incoming.
Ja, das ist halt eben echt nervig, ne? Dass man hier kein Großschwert mehr drin hat. Du, Exi, kommst mit. Das ist halt eben echt super optimal, wenn ihr versteht, was ich meine. Noel hat da natürlich schon wieder ganz andere schlagende Argumente, ne? Die mir hier in dem Team halt eben fehlen. Aber so ist es halt. Gut. Wieder was im Weg hier in diesen scheiß Berg hoch, ne? Die 500 Mora holen wir uns. Damit. Dankeschön. So, und was läuft hier? Ah, der komische Bruder wieder mit irgendwelchen Banditen. Na dann.
Found him! There's child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't welcome.
Oh, what a commendable imagination.
Mhm.
Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother!
Oh.
You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted to watch you work.
well, why, yes, of course. The greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
Okay.
So cool.
Das ist schon peinlich jetzt.
Huh? You playing games, pretty boy?
Was, du spielst du spielst? Du spielst du Spiele, hübscher Junge?
So,
Was?
will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 Mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That's what toy selling's all about!
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 Mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarders? I'm not so sure you could hack it.
Okay, naja, dann.
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as quite talented in the field of treasure hunting.
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Alright then. Show us what you got. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days now. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it, it's ours. Don't try to sneak off with the prize now.
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
Ja, wahrscheinlich. Er hat ein göttliches Auge, Freak.
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
Was hat er für Fähigkeiten? Alter, was für ein Weg, ne? Muss ich nicht verstehen. Dass wir so eigenartige Wege gehen müssen. Ah, guck mal, Schatzräuber da hinten. Süße Klein. So, hier hinten mal durch. Hopp, 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 hopp. Okay.
Ja!
Aber Grafen, ne? Die sind für uns. Die Blümchen.
Perhaps whoever...
Graf kehrt mit dem gerade erhaltenen Schatz zurück. Okay. Langweilig. Und sehr viel Zeit. Und das
Well,
trotz
I have
einem
the
Fehler.
goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless maybe his words have hidden meaning.
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the privacy of their business partners and clients.
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
Alter Schwede, jetzt strengen sie mir endlich ihre kleinen Erdnüsse an, hä?
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry requirements.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll fetch that 600,000 for you right away.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy. A wonderful outcome, wouldn't you say?
Oh, ich sehe gerade was anderes Schönes.
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Das ging problemloser, als ich dachte.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, sir. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young, sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
Schiebst ihn wieder zu uns? Ja, ist das dann ernst?
But...
I really do have to go now, sir. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
Ja, Kind. Hättest du wohl vorher mal überlegen müssen, ob du herkommst, einfach so.
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job.
Ich denke, dass das Versteckspiel das Schwierigste ist. Es wäre so viel einfacher, wenn er ihm nur die Wahrheit sagen würde, aber
Yeah,
naja.
you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toy seller cover story. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side.
Tja, es ist ein bisschen zu beschützend. Ich frage mich, wie lange der sich noch von Treuser verstecken kann.
Paimon wonders too. But hey, let's at least help him out while we're all in Liyue.
Naja.
Where's Tuser?
Ja, keine Ahnung. Weg. Pech gehabt.
We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go?
Ist mir nicht mal aufgefallen. Ich vermute mal, er ist abgehauen, um seinem Bruder zu folgen.
Seems teacher did seem really eager to hear his brother's speech. Either way, let's head over there first.
Okay, wir haben ja mitgekriegt, wo er hingegangen ist, ne? Oder wo er hin wollte. Der andere Typen hier. Aber euch nicht. Aber hier das. Muss ich es eben so machen. Mann, Mann, Mann. Wo geht's hin? Nach ganz da oben. Gut, alles klar. Ich muss noch mal ganz kurz unterbrechen. Für euch geht's eh gleich weiter. So, da sind wir wieder. Da bin ich wieder. Und genau, wir sollten da hinten... Ich tausche auch gerade mal das Team, weil hier hinten ist halt eben unter Umständen auch mal Koalapis. Und dann habe ich eben noch eher die Truppe gerne aktiv, da wir hier einfach auch Noelle drin haben, die halt eben auch Koalapis wegschlagen kann. Und da ich jetzt auch noch Zhongli gekriegt habe, brauche ich eh noch ganz viel Koalapis. Deswegen werde ich eh nochmal irgendwann auf Farmen gehen, also so für euch, ne? Wie der läuft. Der kleine Spasti. Guckt euch an, der kleine Loser hier. Dann scheiße, wenn man so beschissene Freunde hat. Guck mal, die raffen das gar nicht mal, dass der weg ist. Ja, wir lassen die einfach... Ah, jetzt kommt der da auch noch. Ja, wir laufen einfach hier ganz entspannt hoch. Da vorne geht ja eh gleich die Quest los, und deswegen hallo! Ach komm. Dieses hässliche Vieh, ey. Ja, mein Gott. Der hat auch kein Schild, deswegen kaputt machen kann man sie ja, ne? Und die da unten sind mir egal. So, wir sollen aber hier oben hin. Irgendwo hier hinten soll die nächste Fuhre menschlichen Abschaums sein.
Sir, so you did come here.
Ja, traurig. Renn ja nie wieder davon, du kleiner Piep!
Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zepelyarny Palace. You will chill the very marrow in our enemies' bones. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and meticulousness. For the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites and rattle drums, who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
Uh-huh. Kites are really fun, too.
Ihr
This is,
Loser.
of course, an analogy. As they say, the marketplace, too, is a battlefield.
Soll sich die hetzen.
So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order. A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably discharged from the Liyue Institute of Toy Research.
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired from the Institute?
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's
Oh
capacity.
Gott. Oh Mann, das wird der schlimmste Schlag von denen.
Hey, Did he just say that we're doing hands-on training?
A harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Oh, what an honor!
I can't believe it. Are recruits like us really worthy?
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
Brav.
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
You'll get frostbite.
Let's end this. Yeah! Shiver!
Let's move.
Your man.
Das ist auch ein Eistyp, okay. Nee, ist ein Wassertyp, ne? Ja, Wasser. Natürlich ist er Wasser.
You can't run!
I slipped up.
Yeah!
I guess this is it. You need a
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
This was well done.
Hier mit Wasser. So, der ist schon mal gebrochen, der Schild.
Lights out. Nice and spicy.
Ist auch ein Bogentyp, ne?
Riptide.
Things are getting easier.
Sind auch gleich gefroren? Also ich weiß ich noch nicht, keine Ahnung.
I must leave no stone unturned.
No slacking off.
Wir halten hier mal alle hoch.
Stand clear. You can't run.
So, ein bisschen Feuer hier rein.
Who's next?
Mark two.
So, hau mal da ein bisschen was drauf.
Yeah. Nice and spicy.
You can run, but you can't hide. Tidal wave.
You can't run.
So, der Typ, der macht nämlich auch gut Schaden.
Shiver. Animal test 63. Kiss judgment.
It isn't time for a break yet.
So,
So you know your stuff, huh? You can't run.
der Typ mit seinem scheiß Wasserelement, ey. Die halten auch so unglaublich viel aus, ne?
My duty at an end.
Die Alten.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Naja, also er gefällt mir nicht so. Keine Ahnung. Nicht unbedingt mein Charakter.
Yes, sir!
Jetzt haben wir sich gleich besiegt. Wären sie weg?
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger!
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glorious victory for Snezhnaya, for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and for yourselves.
Ich werde euch alle finden und vernichten. Keine Sorge.
Dismissed!
Brother, you were amazing.
Naja, nicht wirklich.
Oh, Tusser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
Ein guter Auftritt.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on an opportunity to improve my
Das
strength.
habe ich aber nicht gesagt. Nur ein guter Auftritt.
I'm not the man I was when we first met.
Du hast aber nicht alles gezeigt, ne? Du, hast du nicht meine schwarze Rüstung irgendwo gesehen?
You must mean my foul legacy transformation. It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The foul
Naja.
legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr. Cyclops?
Ich glaube nicht, nee.
You could say that. I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool like you.
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
Ja, die Herrschaftsreise, um mehr Zeit mit dir zu verbringen, ne? Ich will dir beide Beine brechen und dann kannst du nicht immer weglaufen. Dann können wir den ganzen Tag spielen. Was?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me. How does that sound?
Leave it to me.
Mhm.
You know,
Das wird nichts.
Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
Oh ja, das stimmt. Aber die Familie zu beschützen ist ein bewundernswerter Beweggrund. Nee, das stimmt.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser? Isn't it about time that you took the boat back home?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Ja, blöd, ne?
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever. Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for me, I'll be a good boy and go back home.
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Tja, vergibt sich, ne?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research. Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Ein risikoreicher Wunsch,
Done
ne?
deal. After all, you've come all this way for me, Tooser. As your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last wish before you leave.
Exactly.
Oje, oje, jetzt, Alter.
Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't seem like the best place for kids.
Glaube ich nämlich auch,
You should
aber
come along
naja.
too, Traveler. This time, it's Tooser's turn to take you sightseeing.
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
Ernsthaft. So wie du?
The brothers are ganging up on us again. Oh, fine. We'll go.
Wie viel Lust ich da einfach drauf hab, ne? Aber so ist es halt. Hier hinten sollen wir hin. Wir können auf jeden Fall gerade mal hochheilen. Und ja, die Folge wird auch ein bisschen länger. Ich denke mal, das sollte auch irgendwann vorbei sein, ne? Wenn er jetzt bald wieder nach Hause fährt. Das heißt, wir gucken uns das da hinten gerade nochmal an und dann, ja, schauen wir mal. So. Und da ist noch ganz viel Erz. Pärchen, wir sind komisches 500 Mora Schatzvieh. Die haben wir platt gemacht, da ist auch nichts Tolles. Das ist ein Dungeon. Ja, okay, das machen wir jetzt nicht die Folge, das ist
Here we
Quatsch.
are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Aha.
Yeah, we're here. I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside. Awesome!
Yeah!
What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Naja, gut,
The
von mir
ruin
aus.
guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more.
Okay, das wird ja was.
As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them and has lost interest in this place.
Wow, yet another Harbinger with a bad attitude.
Ja, es werden 11 Leute mit schlechter Einstellung sein.
But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here. Seems you did your homework ahead of time.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this place is like on the inside.
Ja, wir werden es wohl herausfinden.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother's safety?
Ja, gut, mit 5 Leuten, ne?
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Isn't that what any older brother would do? Even Tusser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart for so many years.
Nur hast du abgerutscht bis auf die böse Bahn, ne?
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in.
All right, follow me.
Das wird was. Ja gut, dann würde ich sagen, nächste Folge, die große Spielwarenforschungsanstalt, wird von uns mal aufgeräumt. Vielleicht finden wir hier wirklich einen Kloppi, das er mit nach Hause nehmen kann, ne? Das wird schrecklich. Na gut, bis zur nächsten Folge, ihr Lieben. Ciao, ciao.